In today's first reading, Adam, who was made from the earth, fails to act according to his status as a humble creature before God. The word humility comes from humus, meaning of the earth. Rather, he and Eve pursue the knowledge of good and evil, which, because of the serpent's cunning, they believe will make them to be like God. One striking aspect of this story concerns idolatry. According to Anglican theologian N.T. Wright, sin is essentially idolatry, a perverted form of worship. It consists in the failure to give proper worship to the one who was worthy of it, namely God. Adam and Eve attempt to ascend to the heights of divine understanding and place themselves on par with God. They refuse to submit to the Almighty. That is, they refuse to worship Him. But in refusing to worship God, Adam and Eve end up worshiping themselves, or at least the divine knowledge they attempt to incorporate into themselves. Yet, instead of achieving a godlike status that is worthy of worship, they become aware and ashamed of their own nakedness. The unbridgeable incongruity between their creaturehood and their attempt to play God is fully displayed in their shameful nakedness. Christ, as always, points in a different direction. His temptation involves a more obvious instance of false worship. The tempter offers to Christ all the kingdoms of the world, so long as Christ falls to his knees and worships him. Christ, however, replies, "The Lord your God shall you worship, and him alone shall you serve." As Christ shows, the path away from sin is the genuflection of humble worship. St. Paul states much the same. Christ did not regard equality with God something to be grasped or consumed as did Adam and Eve. Rather, he humbled himself. In imitation of and participation in Christ, we learn anew the perpetual obligation of humble worship before the Lord our God, which reconciles us to him. Thus, in Christ, we might become caught up in what St. Paul terms the abundance of grace. Per the band U2, if you want to kiss the sky, you'd better learn how to kneel, i.e., learn how to kneel only ever before God and nothing else. Let me close with insights from the Indian poet Kabir. I utter God's name, and whatever I see reminds me of him. Whatever I do, it becomes his worship.